안녕하세요. 저는 28살 수의사 루시로즈입니다. 반갑습니다. So, hi. My name is Lucy Rose, and my ultimate goal is to at least speak 5-6 different languages. Got into language learning. I've always been interested in languages growing up. So usually one of my favorite songs growing up were always the Disney songs that did not necessarily have English lyrics. That would be like the song in Brother Bear. I know it's Pixar. No Peace. Lilo and Stitch. Mahama. When Moana came in and there was the song, I don't know, it's Polynesian. So those songs stick pretty well in my head and they gave me goosebumps. I was like, oof, ooh, I like these goosebumps. And I'm a big fan of anime and manga. Well, I was younger, I don't know if I still am. And what I did was that in my first year of uni, while I was studying veterinary medicine, I took up Japanese. Now I spent 4 years trying to learn Japanese. And it did not go well. I was using spaced repetition, I was not getting immersion, I wasn't reading anything. I could do the bare minimum in Japanese, and because of how many alphabet sets there were, I did not have the space or the time. My brain just did not want to do it. Like, I tried. At one point I had memorized and understood, at least on sight, hiragana, katakana. My struggle was kanji, but so I stopped that. I didn't stop. I kept struggling with it for about 6 years, I think. And then during COVID, when everybody was inside, I got introduced to K-pop, and I was like, huh, interesting. Prior to K-pop, I was doing taekwondo in school. Now, the way taekwondo, the commands are shouted, is not shouted in English, it's shouted in Korean. So my coach name, I'm so sorry, coach. My coach would shout the numbers and it would sound so odd in my ear. I'm like, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound okay. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to learn at least the language so I know exactly how it's pronounced properly, because I have a thing for things being pronounced properly. And by the time COVID came and then I got involved, I got interested in K-pop, I was like, better now. I'm not doing taekwondo and I'm not going out. I mean, I go out to work once every 2 or 3 weeks. Let's have it. And I taught myself. So usually all of my experience with languages has all been self-taught. I don't use teachers. I am too broke. Look at the background. I'm too broke to get a course. And I feel it's a little restricted, especially because I get bored easily. So I'd rather let me do it myself. When I figure it out, I'll figure it out. So I taught myself Korean using websites like Talk to Me in Korean while it was still free. God bless you people, I have no idea. So Talk to Me in Korean, using a bunch of textbooks, using a lot of K-pop as listening experience, and talking as early as I could. Took the Korean language exam and I got a samgup, that's a level 3, which is early intermediate within 2 years of learning by myself. And I was pretty stoked because I'm like, yay, let's get it. So that's essentially how I got into language learning. Now inspired me to go into learning Scottish Gaelic, Italian because I like the food, Xhosa because I feel it's such a fun language because of all the clicks in it, and then French because my junior sister wants to learn French, so I'm using her as motivation for me because she's learning French. Quick run over. I'm learning Korean, Japanese, Scottish Gaelic, Italian, French, possibly Xhosa. I'm not sure. Not gotten to there yet. Where my I am at right now is that my Japanese has regressed from like a mid A1 to like a A1 beginner A1 because I've forgotten how to look at katakana and memorize and know what it is. My Korean's at a Samgub. I want to get it higher because I feel I'm letting the language waste, even though my phone settings are all in Korean. So that at least has been helping me maintain the language, despite the fact that I've been so busy with work and stuff. Italian, I need to put more into it. I'm at early A1 in VU CEFR grading. I'm at early A1, going towards A2 according to Duolingo. For Gaelic, I'm a little better because I can string complete sentences, and I think that makes me be A1 earlier, like a late A1, maybe A2. I don't know. I'll check. So, the plan is that I'm going to work on each of these, and you're gonna come with me because I need some accountability, and doing Duolingo at 11:55 at night so I don't miss a streak is not very accountable. So what we are gonna do is hold me accountable while I try to improve on these 4. The plans for each are different. So the plans for Korean would be involving it's going to stretch my brain, it's going to stress everything I know. It's going to involve a video journal of my week, which I plan to upload either on YouTube or on TikTok. So the plan is a weekly journal of how my week went. It will force me to learn new languages, force me to use the actual language because everybody in Nigeria mostly speaks English. And for Gaelic, I would try and see if I can incorporate that into the weekly journal. Maybe I'll alternate it. Gaelic and Korean are my 2 strongest when it comes to speaking. Japanese not so much, and Italian not so much. So maybe later on I will end up incorporating an Italian. This is how my week went, and in Japanese this is how my week went. Until then, for Japanese and Italian, I would do more grammar work and vocabulary work so that I don't fumble in it. Also, I'm not sure yet. I'm considering maybe learning Igbo, but in brief summary, textbooks that I use are in the description. I'm not gonna put them in the video. For apps that I use for spaced repetition, I use Memrise and I use Duolingo. I use specific apps for specific languages. For example, if the language has similar alphabets to English, I would use Duolingo. I found it works better for Latin languages, so Celtic languages. And if it's a language where it has funny characters, different contexts, different subject, object, verb placement, or different word order, sentence order, I use Memrise. I found it works better for me. It's what I use for Japanese the 3 times I tried in the 6 years, and I got to a good stage. I just needed to be consistent with it, along with the textbook. Unfortunately, I didn't have that when I was younger. So, thank you for watching, and let's watch me, fumble through this damn languages together. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a bunch of fun. 제가 잘하는데 그냥 조금 떨렸어요. 조금 무서워요. 네. I'll see you in a week. Ciao. 치리 and 안녕히. 잠깐만. It's supposed to be ciao, 치리 and 안녕히 계세요. 감사합니다.